All right. I believe we are live, ready to rock and roll. Let's get it going here. Let's move this. Put the face right there. It's cool. All right. Let's get going. Let's get the link sent and then we will be on our way. All right. All right. Cool. Let's get it going here. Sorry for the delay this morning. Let's go two here, or just one actually. Had to retrain the models, and so it took a little bit longer, but hopefully we have a much better day today than yesterday. So should be a lot of fun. We'll see kind of where this takes us, but so far so good. I've got more of a balance in my signals thus far this morning, and so we'll see again where that can actually take us. All right, so let's see here. We'll wait. Now the first couple signals are going to be lower confidence, but mostly together for about the first 30 minutes or so. From there, we'll get a bit more separation. So you guys will see these signals improve in real time. So that'll be fun. Let's see. We get an exact approximation. 30. So probably in the next 5 or so minutes, we'll get improved signals if I had to guess. Let's get it rolling here. Okay, so 42 comes through with a long signal. Okay, we'll take that. We'll buy one right there. To stop. Let's see if we can catch price at the right spot here. Okay, low confident long, but I like it. Okay, I tried. Oof. Okay, minus 80 bucks on that one. All right. Tough one there. New signal coming here in about 20 seconds. Oof. That's a tough one. Trading the chop a little bit. We have had some nice movement today. Don't know why I'm so. Have had some nice movement this morning. Definitely would have capitalized on a little bit of this, which would have been cool. This rather. That'd have been pretty cool. Let's see what we have here. Short signal. We'll take that. Let's go stop. Okay. Let's see if we can get price to run here. Small victory there, not a whole lot to capture. Tried to place it, hoping we would get price to run a little bit, but it didn't move forward, so it didn't cooperate very well. All right, so it's been 15 minutes, 15 plus. Okay, so we'll need a little more time. 44 is a short as well. We'll take this one, see if we can capture some value here. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't a break even. Okay, give it a little more time before we get some data. Can't tell. Good signal there. This one was two technically. So was this one. That's annoying. All right. We'll skip this trade for now for a second. Good signal there, though. Good work. All right. 46 is a sell. Whoa. Okay, good trade there. That was for a nice little chunk of money. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Four seconds here, 3 seconds here. Let's see, new signal. I've got a sell signal again. This one's going to be tricky. I think price might be ready to roll back up here. I got in a really bad spot. Yep, smacked on that one. Do I have some more data here? Let's see. See if I have any data this morning so far. None yet. All right, we'll wait. Probably takes a little bit. It's gonna end up being a good signal when it really didn't. I could have just waited a little longer for this one. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay, new signal here. There we go. Now we kicked in a little bit. All right. Yo, Kyle, what's good? What it do? Happy to have you, my friend. All right, keep going here. Potential new signal here. Short again. Okay, with low confidence though. We'll wait. Same. Same, Kyle. Kyle said I'm liking price action. Yeah, it's much smoother today. Anytime that you get consistent down, up, and then we're getting some down here, way easier to trade than getting all day of this. Nice movement here, nice movement there. Looking pretty good today. I like what I'm seeing so far. I agree. So let's see how the system handles it. I do expect my average confidence score to drop. Getting an even split of signals, which is good. So we'll keep that, even though markets are down. But we had to reset the signals this morning. We had to redo training a few times, and so we will see what gets presented here. 5%. Okay, I'm gonna need to understand a little bit better why we're getting such low scores. We'll wait, but okay. Let's see. Okay, avoided that. Okay, so the machine saw something coming here, which is good. But let's see what we get here on this next candle here. About 8 seconds. Short. All right. Maybe headed towards VWAP. Maybe. I mean, it would be a minute. We are about 100 points out, so not realistic yet. ATR sitting at 11, so decent size to start. Let's see. Not a good signal there. Ugh. Okay, new signal here in about 15 seconds. We had to redo some of the training, and so we're going to see what our signals look like today. Ideally, we get some ones that are a little bit higher, but 52 is a what? It's nothing. No signal just yet. Okay. I see. I think our signals are down right now. And we're getting a little tweak. So I think same issue as before. We're getting really low confident longs here. Or which, well, they should be longs, but they're shorts. Come on, we gotta be able to fix this. I see some stats for today. No data. Why not? $53. I think my signals are down right now. Hold on. No, they look like they're up. That's not good. Well, that isn't good, now is it? What the hell is this? One second here. All right. I got two sell signals here. I'll take one. Let's just see what happens. But I don't know why I've got 100% confidence scores here. I don't love that. Okay, making back some of that. Okay, good. What is this? Okay. Well, that's bizarre. Let's get a little fix here. Don't love that. We have, let's see, 55. We might not get a signal here. We might have to wait while we get the signals updated. Way up there. That's better. Technical issues right now. We'll get the signals back up and running in just a second. We haven't had a new one yet, but I do like the way price is looking. While I'm here, let's go to here and see what our news is for today. We'll just slide this over. All right. Musalim. All right. Tomorrow we have GDP. This will be really interesting. I think the market's really looking forward to this right here, final GDP. And then unemployment, we're assuming it ticks up, so that'll be interesting to see as well. But this will be a huge one tomorrow morning. Then Friday, core price index. Okay, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going on. Okay, looks like an obvious sell to me, but we'll wait. Okay. We'll just hang out for a second. I am waiting on some updates here. Okay. God. Okay. Market's down about 1%. My 1 year is back up. We dipped below. Let me go here for just a second. Let me kill some time while we wait. Okay, 1 minute chart is not good for treasuries, but on the daily though. All right, so we did dip below 4 for a minute, like a smidge right here. Okay, so we touched it, we rolled back, touched it again, and then we rolled down here. We opened the day low, which was great, and then it just shot back up. So if we're anticipating rates coming down, this is the daily chart on the 1 year. It's kind of been a while, right? It's been a minute. We had it over here late September. We kind of were betting that rates were coming down. And then we didn't really get the news we expected, so rates are coming back up. Rates and the markets kind of have an inverse relationship. And so it's always good to keep. I like the 1 year and the 10 year is good for mortgages. So I keep that on there as well, just to kind of see where things are. But the 1 year, people like the 5 year too, and the 10 year. Really, really good. When these are up, markets down. When these are down, markets are up. But keeping your eye on treasuries is an easy way to get an idea and feel for what the market's up to. Okay, when this thing starts falling, market rip. Okay, rates falling, rip, market rip. Rates rising, market shifty. Market real shifty. Let's go back to NQ and we will wait our turn. Okay. All right. Question is, do we continue this movement up or down? I don't know. Go 1 minute, put my VWAP back on there. And then go here. All right. Waiting for our signals to get updated and then we will be ready to rock. Let's see. Okay. All right. Sorry about the technical difficulties here. 100% short at 54. I have to see this really fast. Wow. All right. I'm not mad about that. I don't love the idea that it's 100%. But all right, let's see what this next one gives us. Okay, I've got a long signal here at 10. I'm going to take a long right here. I'm going to test this signal out. Let's just see. I'm anticipating price closing at least at somewhat above where it opened. Okay, small victory there. That worked out. I don't encourage anybody to ever take a 5% confidence signal, but I think that one's going to end up working out decently. Can I get some data, please? What is this? All right, that actually was a good signal. Can't click my buttons here. That's fine. All right. All right, slow start to here we go. All right, so we are getting some long signals, which is good, albeit very, very small and low. Had a chance to hold on to that one for a little bit longer. We could have. New signal here coming. 10:01. What is going on here? Sorry for the slow start. Okay, hell of a call there, though. Okay. Yeah, sorry for the slow and weird start today. Hopefully we can pick it up a bit as we get going. I'm kind of annoyed right now. 02 is a short. Take that. 9 points of stop. Probably a bit much. Go something like this, probably. Would have liked to have entered a little bit later on this trade. That'd have been helpful for being profitable on this. But we have a consensus that price is coming down on both these signals, and that is not correct. All right, so we're back down to 30. All right. Okay. Trading back and forth here. That was wrong. Let's see what we got here today. Short again. Eight-point stop. I would have loved to have entered up here, somewhere up here. That'd have been nice. Then we could have slid in our stop and been out of this trade potentially, or capture more profit. We'll slide our own stop right now, though. Nice. Small victory again. Don't love that, but we got the call right. So good. I don't know why I can't see my stats just yet. I'm hoping that this eventually will update itself. Okay. Not yet, I guess. Long with a low confidence score. I have a higher short. I'll take that. Shoot. 7-point stop, and we're midway there. Yeah, this ain't looking good. Dang, we had a chance to get into this one, or I thought this thing was going to roll and go straight down. Didn't. But we'll see which one of these signals ends up winning out. New signal here in 30 seconds, so we got some time. Okay, stopped out of that one. Nope, this one was better. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got here. 05, sell. Take one right there. Oh man, if we could have waited just another second, we would have had a much smoother, more profitable entry. Trying to move my stop here. Let's see. Okay. New candle here. Let's see if this one can continue. I still have a sell signal, so not bad. My entry stinks for this candle, but I still like the direction. We just might be wrong. Let's see. Let us see. Smacked. Nope. Actually, no. I don't know. I don't know if that one's bad or not. But this one was bad. They could all be bad. It ain't gonna work. Delay entry. Have an AI predict. Let's see. Get that. Okay, good. Get rid of that. I'm not gonna deal with that. We're not gonna do that today. Alan, what's good? We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna have that again. See if we can get this stop here to work for us. There it is. Small victory there. We're not 4 something. Yeah. Fine. So might not even close red though, that's the thing. All right. 08. Sell signal here. Nice entry. Might not matter though. 5-point stop. Make it 6. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Ooh, I tried to be patient there, and well, that wasn't the smartest move now, was it? Let's see. Try to be patient and like let that thing run. Again, I probably would have broken even on that, but it wasn't smooth enough. Why can't I see my data today? Not much to see, honestly, but D-loop. What's going on, my friend? Okay, new signal here in a couple seconds. 9. Sell. Tried to place it, couldn't. We still have our issue of signaling way more sells than longs. This isn't, yeah, it's going to be very difficult for us to make any money with this. We got to improve this. I don't love this. So we have price rolling, and regardless of what this trade does, we're going to get stopped out here, I think. Stop's pretty tight. We should be in longs for all these. Let's see. We'll wait here. 10-10. We'll take a short right there. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Tried to slide my stop, but I kept missing it. This is going to be trader error on my end if I blow this one. Actually, I can't believe we were actually decent. Yeah, if we can't match and go long, then if we can't get it to where we need it to be, then we can't. All right, let's keep going here. Appreciate everyone jumping in. Sorry for the delay today. We had to retrain, and I don't think our retraining it was actually any good. Okay, we call for a short there. I'm just going to wait. I wasn't able to catch most of this one. So I don't want to battle with trying to make like $3 on this, although I would have made a lot more. On $800 already? Damn, we got our ass smacked a couple times in a row. All right. Believe it or not, I think we have some improvements, but I think there's just more to do. Let's see if we can get some of that actually right now. Okay, that was a hell of a call. Not used to that. All right, let's see. Got price trickling up a little bit. We might not get a signal here. Be patient. Oh, there it is. 90% long? God. All right, let's see what we got. We haven't seen one of these, I don't know in how long, so let's see what happens here. Okay. Nice. Okay. Well, there we go. Technically, these are bad, but I finally got a long signal. That was decent. 13, I've got a short. Okay. We'll wait on that one. Okay, good thing we didn't take that. All right. We might be right back where we need to be. Let's see. We might. See what we got here. So the issue has been that we've been signaling way more shorts than longs. And so we needed to get that fixed if we wanted to have a system that could actually work during both market cycles, both bull and bearish markets. Okay, so I've got a long here and a short, low confidence on both, so we'll wait again. This is one of the first times in a while that I've gotten equal weighted longs and shorts, or longs and shorts. So let's see if the updates that we're making are going to be worthy. That was a bad signal. See if they're going to be any good. Because again, like once we just have to figure out the retraining and what information we need. We have to figure out what information when we retrain is the most useful, and then what information isn't useful at all, and then optimize obviously all for the good info that is going to help us build this thing. So interesting here. We'll see. Certainly see kind of how today plays out. ATR is not high at all. We're sitting at 11. New signal here in 3, 2, 1, 15, 0%. 0% confidence on a short. Shouldn't that be long? What does that mean? All right. Well, that's automatically wrong. Okay. We'll wait. We will wait for the next one. All right. If this thing closes flat and I got a 0% confidence score, I'm not gonna be upset about it. But the real power is predicting this thing to actually do something. Anybody can predict doing nothing. 50, 20, okay, I should get 2 here. Long. Okay. Well, there we go. Now we're back to life. Small victory there. I'm not mad about it. It's down 717. Let's see if we can see some stats here. Tradebait being weird. Let me see if I can log out of Tradebait really fast and log back in. See if that would help a little bit. Launch our sim. See if this helps. Nope. All right, we'll have to wait a little bit then. Can't see our stats. All right, 17 signal coming. Long. Ooh, rough fill. Got out of that one with a small victory as well. Gosh dang it. I wish we would have gotten a little bit more out of that one, but all right, I like. Technically, you were bad, unfortunately. So were you. But, all right, you were right. I do like that I'm getting some longs here. I do appreciate that. That's good. So this is much better. This is a lot better than yesterday. Let's see. Have you thought about using hotkeys to cut down on entry time? Andrew M. I have not, Andrew. Andrew, will you explain what a hotkey is? I don't know what you're talking about. Damn, it's a hell of a signal. All right. Here we go. 17. Now we're going to the 18 signal. Long again. 2 longs. All right, let's see. We missed out on a ton of value on the entry. We weren't able to capture that. And so that's why I wanted to be a little bit more conservative. All right. So about 10 bucks on that. No data. Well, I can't really tell. But I'm also not used to going long here. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not used to going long. Don't use it now. Server restarted. Please refresh. Okay, hold on. Refreshed. Okay. I'll do it one more time. All right. New signal here right now. 19, short. Okay, actually a really favorable entry for us. We haven't gotten a lot of these. We got out of that one again. 20 bucks on that one. We're not gonna make a living making 20 bucks per, but if we can time our entries right, I wouldn't be upset. So that was one where we get a sell signal, and our entry has to be correct because what we're predicting is that there is going to be a large green wick, and we're thinking that if we can get the top somewhere correct, that we can ride price back down. That's exactly what we did there. We didn't get a lot, but we got some. Small victory there. That was exactly what we were trying to get, and that was more of a good trade than a good signal. But that's what that signal means. So I'm not mad about that. Obviously, it would have been better as long, but not mad. New signal here. 3, 2, 1. 20 is a long. Give me that. Oh man, I missed it. Oh. Try to place it. Don't love that. Victory nonetheless, but oh, price is really jumpy, and so we weren't able to get what we thought we were going to get. But I am getting longs now. I do appreciate the fact that we're getting longs. Do like that. Price stinks, but I do like the fact that we got a long here. New signal. All right. 21 is a long. Take that right there. I was going to say, I might be in the way of this one. Another small profit. Load. Load something. Show me something. Ugh, why would you spend all that time loading and show me nothing? Bad signal there. Okay, interesting. What was I gonna do? Oh, I'm jumping to 2 contracts here. There's no point in being. All right. ATR is too low for all that. Okay, good signal, technically. 22 is a long as well. Jump in right there. Maybe I mistimed it a little bit. Let's see. Tried to time it right. It's only going to cost us a little bit. Yep. Out of that one, we were down 9. All right, 970. Okay. Nope. Okay. All right. 23 is a long. Are we sure? We are. Very sure. Good trade there. Had a little bit more room to go on that one, but I'm happy with that call. It's a great call. Would have been a much better off going short right here on that candle, but a hell of a call on this one right here. Okay. Technically, you're a bad signal because you're red now. New signal here, long again. I don't love this. All right. Stop was way too tight. I was at 2 points. Entry could have been, oh, much better though. All right. Well, okay. Yeah, this isn't great. All right, now we've basically just, all we done is flop or flip from. Okay. No data just yet. All right. 57, 58, 59. All right, 26 gives me a long again. I have two longs now. We'll take that right there. Let's go stop. Yeah, no, we're not going to get this one either, I don't think. Let's see. Can price reverse? Nope. Fudge. I thought we had the fix. Nope. Oh, okay. J Stores. J Stores, I was late today, so my bad. I was late. I was late. I started like 30-ish minutes late, so my bad. Yeah, I don't know if my entry by clicking the button is wrong or is slow. We'll see. 90% confidence we're gonna go long here. Let's see. Okay, so I stop right there. I got a 10-point stop. That's probably too much, but okay, move. 7 points. No, let's move it a little bit. All right, 9 points. No, man, we're not getting what we need here. It's horrific. All right. Did not expect to have price bounce at that same level 3 times. That's kind of why I set my stop a little higher. But I didn't think we would need to go and touch that line a few times. Had I waited a little bit, we could have seen that. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that one. All right, let's see. New signal here. I've got a short. Finally. Okay. Go sell again right there with the stop. There we go. Very nice. Finally, a short. Okay. All right, let's see. So we got a short finally. Let's see what happens here. Let's find out. See if we can get more of an equal, because I don't know why we're calling long, long, long on all of this. This is ridiculous. But then we finally get a short on a pullback, which is fine, but I just need to see something here. 29 long. Okay, battling back a little bit. Good signal there. Maybe could have been a little bit looser with my stop on that. ATR is sitting at 13. Okay. Yeah, I could have been a little looser with my stop on that one. Yeah, entry speed isn't a huge deal for me right now. It's not the most important thing. Ultimately, if we get the Andrew and Antonio trades, to answer your guys' comments, because I do appreciate them, I would say getting the signal direction is way more important right now. And then once we get a little bit more, once we get these signals to be a little bit more accurate, we can then start to work on speed of entry, because that will be important. Okay, stop. Can price run for us a little bit? No, maybe it can, but not that I'm going to see. Stats show still nothing. What's going on here? Unfortunately, when Tradeovate has an issue, so does Ninja. Like it's the exact same. I don't know why. There we go. Oh, it's only tracking the most previous 5 trades. All right. I don't know what the hell's going on here. What a weird thing. All right, well, good signal there. Okay. 31. I think my signals are off right now. I think they are. Let me update this really fast. 31's a short. Are we sure? Sell. Okay. I'm not catching any big boys just yet. Not yet. Okay. New signal here in a couple seconds. All right. 32 is a long with a high confidence. Okay. I don't know how to play these just yet. I have a 99% confidence for a long. And then I've got an 85% for a short. I don't actually know what to do with that. So let's find out. You would expect a 99% confident trade to be one that rips, and I kind of did. But I got it. What we don't want is for the 2 minute and the 1 minute to give us these crazy different signals. We don't want that at all. At all. Okay. New signal here in 3, 2, 1. 33 gives me a long. Let's go long again right there. Let's see if we can catch this thing moving a little bit. There, oh, that was it. Stop not placed yet. 5 points at the stop. This was going to cost me. Cost me twice. Not winning it and losing the trade. Dang it. Our win rate's going to be, I don't know if it's skewed, but it's not going to be, it's not updating at all. This is, what the hell is going on with that? We just won't worry about that right now. We'll just go off P&L, which isn't great, but we'll see. We'll see if we can pick it up here a little bit. 10 seconds incoming, or in counting. 30, 75, long. A long and a short. I'm getting a lot of mixed reviews here. Yeah, I was going to get hit regardless. Let's go and do this really fast. I'm going to pause it for just a moment. We're only going to get one signal every 60 seconds. Let's refresh it just again, just to make sure. All right. So that way there's no contradiction here. Want to see something? All right. So the sell was way more correct than the long, even though we made some money on that one. 35 is a short. That's an ideal entry for a short. Let's see if it's actually a good trade. Waiting. Okay. Go sell right there again. Let's see if this can work out for me again. Sliding that stop, trying to. Tried it twice, same result. I'm not even sure what it's counting right now. I have no data to support what I'm seeing. Okay. Not the best trade there, but we won twice on that same candle, just not a lot. 36 gives me a long. That was a chance right there. Second chance. Oh, wow. Okay. We got no data really here. Yes, Antonio. On Tradeovate, and sorry if I missed your question here, but on Tradeovate, it's NQM5, so it's the actual contract. On TradingView, instead of having to flip through contracts, you can just do the NQ1 exclamation point, same for all the futures, and it'll be the infinite contract resetting. That way you don't have to try to figure out or update your charts every quarter. All right, every couple months. Okay, really bad signal here, I think. Let's find out. More so a bad entry, but let's see. Doesn't look friendly for me. Mm-mm. Just waiting for my trade to get stopped out here. Yep, there it is. Don't love that one. Okay, don't love that. Let's see, bad signal there. 38. It keeps doing this. It gets stuck on a direction and it just won't quit, which is fine, but it has to be correct. We should be in shorts here. Like this is the same as before. Yes, you're welcome, Antonio. Bad signal there. Okay, we tried to go long on all of these and it's not worked out. Went long here, I think, or maybe over here too as well, but that did, but not for much. A sell signal would be a much more advantageous trade. 39, got myself a long. Even this price action looks horrific. All right, let's see. Okay. Both are out. Good signal. Now, I can't tell yet if this is a good signal because it recognized price going, finding a bottom and reversing, or if we're just going to continue to call longs on this little downward push. I cannot tell, right? I don't know if this candle just ended up being right after all these signals, or if it actually read the chart correctly. That's what I'm having a hard time understanding right now. So far, these last two have been very good. Very good. Okay. My stop is a little too tight on that one. Okay, but a couple wins in a row there. That's nice. Do our stats show us anything other than 6 trades? Take 6 trades in 10 minutes. Not really. Doesn't show us much of anything. Yeah, it's a sell signal we could have taken for sure. Okay. Ooh, bad one here. Yeah. All right. So I got to get used to these signals a little bit better than I am. 41 was good. We'll see what this one is. Got to get used to these signals here again. So one of the things that JSTOR exactly. Um, let's see. How are we doing on the day? Kyle, I can't really show stats because it's like behind. I don't know what Tradeovate is up to. Let's get the new trade here, but I can't show you guys the stats. I tried, but there's nothing showing it. And so I'm trying to figure out if our system here is my biggest issue. What's been the biggest issue so far over the past couple of days has been that the system gets stuck on one side. It just wants to continue to predict one side of the market. It only wants to call longs or only wants to call shorts. It's not an issue if it's correct, but it's a huge issue if it's wrong. And so this little move down is interesting because up here, we signaled all longs, all incorrect. Long here was perfect. Then we signaled a short here, and that was right. And then we signaled a long on this one, or maybe it was this one. That was incorrect. But then we get a short here, and that one was correct. So, which isn't the best of what we've seen so far. So I'm just trying to figure out if we are getting stuck on a side or if we're starting to read the charts properly. And now it just needs to be trained and see more of this. We'll see. So 44 is a long. Okay. And if it opens up long, I just don't always trust it. Okay. So 6-point stop here. Let's see. Entry wasn't great, but it's like a point off. So it's not a big deal. Here's my stop. I wanted to place it, but I didn't. If it gets up there again, I have to. There we go. Again, I cannot tell if it's just calling this as a long because it does want to call all these longs. But to be fair, like this is a much better short, 57, 5 points of down. And then we've got, let's see, 52. If it gets down to here. But yeah, I mean, it's about the same. So I guess I would have preferred to call a short here because we could have captured some of this. If we called a short, we could have waited, caught some of that, and caught a lot of this. That would have been super nice. But we'll see. So 45, another long. Okay. There's price running. Okay. That was a decent one as well. Well, start it was. Tradeovate is not keeping my stats at all. That's better. It's keeping some. Our win rate isn't great, but it's keeping some. It says our P&L is minus 650. Total commissions are 92. So I'm not sure when it's tracking from, what the first order is, but all right, well, we'll try to keep it there. Let's see what we got. Antonio says they are correct, but early. Let's see. 46. Long again. Antonio, if they're correct but early, then they could just be correct and be on time. Do you know what I mean? Like if it's early, then just signal the direction that it should be for now, and then when it's time, then signal the right trade. If that makes sense. Like if you can be early, you can be on time. Like if you can be late, you can be on time. And your mom, parents ever tell you that. Like if you can be late, you can be on time. Well, if the signals can be early, they can also be on time. So good one here. But it's like we're calling longs on all of this downward movement. It's easier to see on TradingView. Like, I mean, if all we did was call shorts here on every candle, we'd be wrong once, twice, and then maybe 3 times here, depending on our stop, maybe 4 for the past 26 minutes. So like this is kind of what I mean. Are we being too smart? Is the system trying to, think, or is it just getting stuck on a side? We've called longs this entire way, and we've won a couple trades just by having really good trading like mechanics, but not because the signals are incredible. Like placing our stop and then just taking really small wins and then letting price eventually reverse back down. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. Let's see if Tradeabate's keeping up with our new stats here. So I took 2 trades. It only caught one of them. So I can't trust this. We'll have to go off P&L today and just see what it is. But we are working on this though. We are working on getting this thing updated. That's for damn sure. That is for sure. Yeah, JSORs, exactly. It's 50-50, so just pick one. But it does tend to get stuck. And so there has to be a way of figuring out how to manipulate this a little bit so that it doesn't do that. I don't want it to do that. 48 is a long as well. This is the first open of a candle that I like. I'm like, okay, maybe we have a chance of going long here. 8-point stop. The reason I like it, let's move it a little lower, is when price opens red, we're looking to enter that and then go long. But nah, bad signal there. Okay, so there it goes again. Now let's see. We've clearly stomped out a long attempt. Now, can we get price to roll? I don't even want the signals to be correct. I want them to be fair. I want them to make sure that they're keeping track of what price is actually doing. We down $2,000 now, 1,800. All right, that's all I want. I want to make sure that this thing is keeping track properly and being fair on both sides. Long again? Dude, I do not believe in this. Stop. 5-point stop while also giving it a few points. Gave it 2 points. Let's see. Okay. Small victory there, but a victory nonetheless. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I like, well, the signal itself is going to be correct or incorrect based on the candle close, but long. Oh, shoot. I got in on 4. So if this thing hits my stop, it's going to look like a crazy L. Hopefully it doesn't. Now we're keeping up. 1 break even. Now it's catching up. All right. See, this just doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't make any sense to me. New signal here at 51. I have a long. Yeah, we're fixated on longs here, which is fine. At times, it's going to be correct. But that's not like the reason that it's difficult to be profitable is because the signals that we're generating on average, hello, this is going to break even, I think. The signals that we're generating on average are going against the trend at times. So, like this system would be really good when prices going up. And so the reason that it's very hard for us to get back to profit is our wins are small and our losses are big. The reason for that is we're trying to go long off of this and squeeze out profits. And there's just not a whole lot. Like there's obviously a ton of movement. Price was up here at, let's just call it 20,300. And now it's 70 points in dropping lower. But we're trying to go long and capture 2, 3, 4 points on the opposite direction. That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, we're just not going to do that. Fudge, because this sucks. Yesterday we would have made a killing off of this. But I'm glad we get to see this though. I tried to update it. We tried to update it a certain way. That update obviously did not work the way we wanted it to. Let me plug in my computer really quick. Oh. So that's okay. That's okay. So once we are able to figure out and get to the point where long again, this one actually worked. Okay, I stop a little lower. Oh, I'm in 4. Oh, it's gonna kill my P&L. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. Getting our ass torched. 50-50 plus a break even. We're getting our ass kicked. We know what the problem is. There's just no, we have to find the solution. That's just bottom line. Bottom line. I'm very frustrated about this because it shouldn't be this hard. We have everything we need. We have all the signals. We have all the data. Long here, too. This is an 11-point stop. That might be too much. Okay, tiny victory there again, per usual. Let me refresh this one more time. Yeah. So again, the reason our P&L always lags is because we keep basically every time we get stuck on a side, the market does the opposite. And so when we lose big. When we win tiny. And that ultimately will change. With ChatGPT before, we had a much more even spread of trades and we were able to have really profitable trades, which was awesome. And profitable days, rather, not just trades, but overall days. With the machine learning, I knew we'd take a step back and we're still behind where we were before. But I would really like, let's go right below that 20,200 level. I would really like this thing to get a little bit better, a little bit faster. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row of consistent improvement. Today's the first day I think where we have either stagnation or even a little bit of regression today. That's without question. That's without question. I'm annoyed about this. All right. Okay. Holy cow. Look at price. So we're sitting at that 20,200 level, and then price just explodes away from it. Wow. And of course, our system called a long. It should be calling shorts. Silly. All right. All right. I got very high expectations. I have very high standards. And so this is not meeting them at all. At all. Not even close. I'm very frustrated about it. It's all good. 7. Take a long on that. Let's see. Do you guys see what I mean? We're trying to carve out a little bit of profit on these longs when it's like that red candle right there. Let's get rid of that drawing. Like this, these two red candles are accounting for more profit than we've had in all of our trades. This one's 21 or 26 points. This one top to bottom ended up being 30, almost 40 point, 39 points. Like when we get fixed on a side and price trends the opposite way of it, it is borderline. It's going to be impossible to be profitable. Impossible. Impossible? Impossible. All right, well, we'll continue to. There's a short signal. I almost think that if I take the inverse of these signals, I'll have success. Let's just see what happens here. I think this would be better as a long. And then if I get a long signal, I should take it as a short. Yeah, I think this is a long signal. I'm wondering if it is just, I'm curious now. Let's try it out. Let's try taking the inverse of all the signals that we get. Because if that's the case, then we can just literally tell the system to invert your signal. And then we'll have what we need. So let's see. So this should be a long instead of a short. Okay. But I haven't seen a short in so long. We're going to, if this trade doesn't get closed out, I'm going to slide my stop here. Okay. All right. Hold on. I have another short signal here. Okay. Let's see if price can run down for us. Nope. Trying. Try to move that stop. All right. Next signal here. Let's see what we got. We want to take the inverse if we can. So that would have been a better long as well. We would have had a better chance at making money. I have a, let's see, new signal here at 11. I think my signals are off. Hold on. So short, I got a long signal, so I'm gonna take it short. Yep. That's what we're used to. That's more what we're used to, is catching those trades. So bad signal. Short again. Stop has to stay where it is. All right, so that was actually a good signal. We got tricked on that one. Bad signal there. Yeah, I'm wondering if I just need to invert these. I That might be our answer. Let's find out. I have my team work on this really fast. Let's find out. Too short. Sell again. Now we're getting somewhere. I mean, we're down hellas, but we're getting somewhere. $62. Yeah, guys, I think I've kind of figured this out. I think all the analysis has inverted my predictions, which I have this thing when I develop a system, I'm like, try what you think is going to work and then try the opposite. And a lot of times the opposite works better. And I don't know why I didn't come to this conclusion a little bit sooner. These signals are just inverted, I think. Sincerely believe they're just inverted. And so we'll still get trades wrong. It's a 6-point stop. I'll leave it there. But we have a much better chance at like making real. Yeah. Yeah, they are extremely inverted. Boys and girls, mostly boys, some girls, mostly men, some women. I think we have found a multiplier to improve our signals here. I think we're onto it. Not sure, but I think. Short. That's fine. Every once in a while I'm gonna have that. That is totally fine. I know every once in a while we're gonna get one of those that's gonna smack me. I know that. We're back to 66%. So I think if we continue this down this path, I and I think that we've got, let's see. We have our solution here. Let's see. Can we improve our P&L from $3,100? Can we make it better? I know our win rate might have an improvement here, which would be cool. Excuse me. But let's see if we can get, let's see what we get here. All right, so new signal coming here. So I'm gonna go long. I have a sell signal, so we're gonna go long. Yeah. I might have messed my stuff up here, but let's see. I might have, this is on me if we lose this trade, by the way. We didn't. We didn't. Mm. Awesome there. Long. My trail sucks right now. There we go, it's a little better. Okay. All right. I cannot believe this is actually working. So much for fucking machine learning. So much for all that. All right, let's see. Let's keep it rolling here. True to form. All right. Oh 07 is a short. We're going to take another long there. Nice pullback. Let's see if this pullback is right, though. I thought I got a really good spot here. I don't know if I actually did. I thought I got a really good spot. Okay. 67% win rate. Okay. So we're hovering around that 30 again, or hovering around that 70 again. Let's see. So actually, you're correct. 08, short, stop. And my entry couldn't have been any worse. Right above that previous candle wick. Seven-point stop here. Might actually be correct. Yep. Dang it. All right. All right. Long here because we have a short signal. Good trade there. I think we're sitting at 66%, maybe 67 still. All right, let's see if we can get over that 70 hump. Short. Okay, good stuff. Down $100 from the last time we wanted to track. $66. Did that count as a loss? Or maybe is it just tracking backwards? That's actually a good signal. All right. Gotta go on a little run here. All right. 11.11. I got a long signal here. I have a short signal, but we're going to take it as a long. Awesome. Nice. So technically we're up $200. Okay. Good stuff there. All right, ladies and gents, let's see. We'll keep inverting because I think this is working for us. 11, 11, 11, 12. My 12 signal is a long. How did I get that fill? Are you kidding? That's a shame. 5-point stop. Oof. Ooh, okay, maybe not. My stop was almost perfect, I think. No, it wasn't. Oof, there goes price. Okay. Every once in a while, when it gets stuck on a side, I was just telling my team this, when it gets stuck on a side, it does tend to call these. Like if it's calling short on every single one of these candles in this choppiness, it will call at times, it'll smack this. And so, like, that's the only downside of getting it correct. But that obviously is not what makes us profitable. So we have to be okay every once in a while missing that sell signal there. Stop. If we could have caught that entry a little better, that would have been nice. I'm trying to place it. Okay. Tiny victory there. All right. The right call though. I was in the right trade. I just didn't catch all that. Fit 14 gives me a short. Take that. Oh, I'm in 6. This is gonna sting if we don't win it. Uh-oh. That ain't looking friendly. Let's see if we can get this thing to drop. Okay, smacked out of that one. We went in too much size. That was an accident. Okay, so good signal there technically. Let's see. Okay, we're back in some choppiness. I get that. All right. 15 is a short, so we'll go long. Oh, I'm doing 6 contracts again. I don't mean to do that. I really don't. I just have to change it. Mm. Mm. Okay, so it's getting this right. That's interesting. It's getting the choppiness right. Oh, go back to 3 contracts. Leave it at fuck it. Leave it at 6. It's already here. Getting our ass crunched. What's our win rate has to be sub 63% right now. Yeah, right at 63%. Got a couple break evens. Okay. All right. Okay, so past couple of candles have been tricky, as in the signal's actually been correct. 16. The signal might be off. Okay, sell. Would have loved to capture that extra value up here. Tried it. Didn't work. Dang it. Okay. 17. Neutral. The hell? I haven't seen a neutral signal in so long. What's going on there? All right. That's a rare, very rare. Wow. All right. Well, fair enough. Let's see here. Long. We can get price to take off. We can place our stop, but until then, we have to wait. Fuck. Oh, no, sorry. Actually, you're good. All right, so in this choppiness, then let's see if we need to maybe take the trades as they are. What a wacky day. I thought we had it figured out, but the choppiness itself is making me question if what I had before was correct. So at 19, it's got a long. Let's take the long here. Let's just see what happens. Take a few of these. Okay, that helps. All right. First win in a minute. Let's see. Hey, looks like we're starting to trend a little bit here. Let's take well, let's just see. 20 gives me what? Long? Take the opposite of this one. Let's see if we have price trending, let's see if I'm right. Yep. Yep. Getting our ass smacked. All right, let's see. We go back here. 60%. All right. Yeah. The 5%. How many trades? We taking 104 trades? Oh, damn. All right. So we've had 6 trades be break even. I don't know if I like that. That's fine. All right. Let's keep going here. Sell signal. Yeah, that was too much. We're too late on that one. Down 6,600. Again, our P&L looks crazy because we're taking six contracts. Not worried about the P&L. Don't really care about that. Win rate is getting back to where it should be, and it's not. What is this? All right, we got some soul searching to do today. This is not where we wanted to be. Again, P&L will follow when we get the signals right. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is that sometimes it makes sense to take the invert and sometimes it makes sense to take the actual signal. And I don't know. I don't know what is the cause of that. Obviously not trading choppiness, but these are big candles that, well, if you're trading it, like, you should be able to capture something. New signal here. If we get a short, I'm going long. Yeah, I'm long here. Stop. Okay. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Thought we would be on track here to improve every day, but today has not been that. Just sell right there. For the most part, inverting these signals makes more sense, but in the choppiness, it ends up being right. So the system does a really good job when price is chopping, but when it's trending, it doesn't understand, which I just don't understand. Okay, that helps make a little bit back. Not piano. 61. We're gonna have to win like 20 trades in a row to get to 70. Sell right there. Let's see what price wants to do here. Took the invert here. That invert might be wrong. Or not. Let's see. Mm. Mm. Okay, 26. Go long. It's just crazy that we can invert some of these and not others. Man, we got to figure that one out. 62%. Uh, Shouldn't have done that. New signal here. Long. That'd have been nice to catch more of that. Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna cost myself some money here. Probably should have waited for the next signal. I thought we were gonna get price to run. I guess it did, it just didn't do it in time. Okay. Take a long here. Trying to place that stop. There we go. Nice. $63%. Can we get into this one late and still make some money is the question. I don't think so, but let's try it. Shit. I tried to put my stop, but it was too close. There we go. All that. Nice. Buy right there. See if we can get price to continue that move up. Okay. 4-point stop there got smacked. Let's see where our stats are recently. 64, 65%. Okay, so we're trending in the right direction here. 131 trades. All right. Trending in the right direction. It isn't looking good P&L wise, but we're trending in the right direction. All right. Actually, what is our P&L right now? 6. All right. Again, trends are just really difficult for the system because they don't happen very often. So we got to figure out just a easier way to spot that because we should be going long on all these even though it's signaling short. Short. Nice. So you were correct. And you were. I don't get it. Django, so on the left side of the screen here, you can see that there are signals here. Green arrow long, red arrow short. Now we're using machine learning, and right now my system isn't doing a great job catching these trends. It does a great job in the choppiness, but not in the trends. And so I'm inverting my signals right now because I think that's going to be a fix. Let's see. Um, but when it's done right, we should just look at the signal and take the trade. Somehow, some way in my training, these models got inverted. The signals did. Nice win there. So it said to go long on these two candles. We go short, we make a ton of money on it. It's not where I'd want it to be just yet, but okay. 66%. Let's keep going here. Again, as price action smooths out, it's very easy for me to see what we should be doing. But for some reason, the model just doesn't understand. And so 34, we're going to go short again. And this one could be a loss. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. Happens. So this one's going to be right. So at times, though, you get, so if we go long on all of these candles here, L, L, L. But if we go long on this candle, it's a win. And so historically, we've basically gotten these candles right, these reversal candles right, but we've gotten the bigger ones wrong, like the entire move wrong for one candle. It was hard to notice before because the first couple days when we started, this is day 5. The first couple days when we started training, we didn't have a lot of accurate signals to begin with, and so it's hard to kind of see what was going on here. And price is pretty choppy. But when price begins to move, kind of range, that's what I call range, like it's moving up and down nicely. We're gonna go long there. That's when it gets the model has a hard time figuring out what's going on. A really hard time. So like all of this needs to be inverted. All of these signals have to be inverted. Yeah, yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. I am inverting them, yes, manually. But yeah, I'm just curious on because when we were chopping in this region, it was money. Like it was nailing all of this because I was inverting and I was getting every single one of them wrong. But as price begins to move up, as it goes down, like as we begin to break out of these ranges, it has a tough time, very tough time. So let's invert it again. Long. And we're going to be wrong. The system's going to be wrong, but let's just see what we have here. Come on, baby, do something. So like historically, we would have. Let's go long off of that right there. 5 points is probably not enough. Yeah. Historically, we would catch that downward move because we take the signals for face value. We would catch like this move, which would be really cool. The problem is that we weren't making money with it, and so that's part of it. I'm into machine learning myself, but never use it for trading. I mean, yeah, once you have trading is just all patterns. So once the model has seen enough patterns, it should be able to predict something somewhat correct. So we just got to see. But we're fine tuning it every day. But today was our first day where we had worse performance, at least so far. We could maybe pick it up a little bit. 38 is a long one. Let's take a short. Yeah. True to form. Nice. So I'm not sure what it is about this kind of price action, but basically the model wants to train it and basically be in this. This is what it thinks price is doing. But that's not what price always does. Price does more of this. And so we got to get this right. Okay. 39, short. Okay. 66%. It's about in line with yesterday, or about in line with day before. But now I know what's going on here. $40, short. Wait for this thing to chill out a little bit. There it is. Maybe, I think. Six-point stop. Nice. Long. Good. Really good. Took out there. Good stuff. We're actually battling back. We're actually up about 2 grand right now. Not bad. Past couple trades here. 67%. Good. We've taken 154 trades. Almost a record here. I'm going to get some more water and we'll keep going here because I got to keep practicing to understand this better. I'll be right back. 1 second. All right. Okay. All right. New signal here. Short. Nice. 68. We're closing in on that 70%. Inverting these signals has been the most profitable and most successful. Got it. So far. Okay. 5 seconds here. Short. I'll get to the comments in a second. Every once in a while, I gotta get one of these. I'm gonna get one of these just buzz solid trades that comes through and just cuts through everything. Move our stop down a little bit. Manage risk at this point. Whoa. That's insane. Wow, that's insane. That's crazy movement. I'm not into machine learning trading. It's not an effective method. Evan, how's it going today? It's going okay. Does this include commissions? It does. It's not an effective method. Nick, not yet. Not yet. So I got to work on it. That's why we're here. 46. Give me a long here. I don't know if that's the right call, though. Let us find out. Mm-mm. Okay. That's actually a good signal. Hmm. Hmm. Tough one there. AMP worlds, yes, include commissions, of course. All of our back tests have to include commissions. That is correct, my friend. All right. 47 gives me a long, so we're gonna go short. Whoa, there we go. Out of that one. Closing in on that 70% win rate. We're closing in. Started out pretty rough using, I would say, well, we're using way too much leverage right now, which we never would in a real account. But since we're testing, fuck it. Let's make the results dramatic. Oh, I got you. Yeah, but yeah, today was not as I expected. Sun volatility, Sugar Ray. It can. We'll get tariff news April 2nd. We'll know exactly what tariffs are um, at that point. We'll see. 48 long. Nice. Low guaranteed profit there. Now let's see how much more we can get. Okay. Good trade there. Christy, that's the thing. I was hoping that by today we would be back on par with ChatGPT. So when we used just ChatGPT, we were just getting signals from that. That was actually a hell of a trade that we called there. We were sitting at about a 70-ish% win rate, and we had more days than not where we were profitable, which was great. But with the machine learning system, it's taken us some time. This is day 5. It's taken us some time to get where we need to go. And the biggest thing that I've noticed with this thing, with these new models that we're using and actually doing machine learning, is that they're not very good at tracking trend. So we want to go long here. And so when price is really like trending, it tends to get stuck on a side. It just wants to go long or it just wants to go short. And I'll show you that in a second after we take this trade. Okay. It has a tough time understanding that price is running here. So it gives me 2 shorts here, but I've inverted them because now I think I have a better understanding of this thing. And that's really helped our win rate. So we were sitting at around 60% before, and I think we're sitting at closer to 70% today. Our win rate, our profitability is trash. Okay, we're at 70%. So like this is our best by percentage, best day. But now I think I figured out that as long as price doesn't look like this, inverting the signals is the best strategy, which I didn't anticipate. But that's why we're taking a ton of trades today. 49. I'm looking for 50. Where's 50? Long. That's probably too far for now. We can't take that one yet. Well, wait. This would be a long trade. Oh, I'll take it now. This would be a long trade for us. Let's see if price wants to run back up to that even. This might be an arrogant signal or an arrogant trade by me. 5-point stop. Blasted through. All right. And so let's see. Let's look at our stats again. How many trades have we taken today? 172. That's crazy. So we're going to continue to work. We're going to test this strategy here, or this software, and put it to the test. So far, so good. Once we've inverted, results have been very positive. 51 gives me a what? Oh, my signals are a little bit more delayed now. Sell. Can we catch this one or no? Nope. That sucks. Why are we so late? What's going on with this? That's twice now in a row where we had late signals and we could have made money on them. But going short here, I think was a better trade. We'll find out. So we'll see. What up, Joel? We'll see. We will see. We're getting close though. Like we're not far. We're not far. We're making improvements. Some of this stuff is understanding what is going on with the model. Like what are the models actually saying? So interpreting the signals. And some of it is like, okay, what does it do well and what does it do poorly? And if I invert it, what it's going to do really well is catch all of this nice movement. It's just when we get shit like this, it will do poorly. All right, so I got a long one, go short. Stop. Oh, that thing moves so fast, we didn't even have a chance to be profitable yet. Oh, that's going to sting if we don't get price to run back down. Because we should have had a nice win here. Come on. There it is. Nice. So as you guys can see, like once I understand the signals, they're a lot more effective, which is great. Like it's awesome. And so we should probably got a long signal here again. Yeah, short. Take that. Long signal here is probably actually a really good call. Yeah. 5-point stop. Oh, what? What was that? Got my trail ready to go. You can move your trail anywhere you want as long as you don't release it. So that's why I keep my finger on it. That's why you hear me clicking so much on my computer or my mouse. Boom. What? Bro, you got a set for me. Thank you. That's the worst case scenario is your stop doesn't get set. Oh. Had so much. I'm dangling for $200 and that thing would have given me 500 if I wanted it. All right. 54 is a long, so we'll take a short. Again, we're just inverting these, and you guys can see how effective that is. So what the reason I'm not upset about these needing to be inverted is because there is just an issue on some of the training data or the way that we're pulling the information where maybe like the way that we're actually asking it to analyze is just asked backwards. Something is causing our system. So we're at 70% win rate here, which is good. That's our best ever, with 3% of our trades being break even. Something in our analysis is causing it to invert these trades. So it does recognize that there is trend and that there is choppiness. But for whatever reason, the way that we're displaying the signals, it's showing opposite. So once we invert these, like we've gone on a huge run. 55. Take that. That's why I always blow the screen up so we can squeeze it in there. Seven-point stop. Make it 6. Come on. Okay, L there. Tough one there. I don't know how that ended up being an L for us though. Just a bad entry, I guess. Okay, reversal here on price. My signals are just so late. God, they got to be better, faster. When? Gonna need a couple wins here. How many trades have we taken so far? 182. All right, keep going. So the way I see it here is, as long as we continue to refine this thing, we're going to be in good shape. But there's a calculation in these strategies that is causing me to go long, causing it to say to go long on all of this when we should be going short. So that's just an easy flip. And from there, I think we can test some more because why would we ever want to go long on this? All right, new signal here, 57. Sell signal there. Nice. Oh man, I got taken out. They're a little delayed. I don't know why. Did that put us back over or no? It did. Nice. We're getting there, baby. We are getting there. Can't believe we got a neutral signal. And so if we invert these, we should have, excuse me, good God, excuse me. We should have way more shorts than longs. So that's all. We just need to invert it. But in yesterday, by the way, yesterday was, was the first day that the hiccup or something. Yesterday was the first day that I realized that we had this issue. So 58. Okay, this might be an opportune time to go short. We want to try and squeeze our stop underneath that if we can. Might not be able to get the chance. Dang it. All right, L there. So the thing about it is sometimes it will call like good signal. All these are terrible signals technically. But every once in a while, of course, when price trends down like this, if you call long every single, it's like the guy who calls for a recession every year. Like, yeah, if you call a recession every year, at some point you'll be correct. That's kind of what this strategy is right now. Is yeah, okay, if you call long every single time, at some point it's going to end up being right. But it called long on this one in all of these. So I think just the way that our system is interpreting data needs to be different. But once we get that, we should be all right. Let's see what we got here. 59. What do I have? I'm waiting for the signal to come through. It's taking its sweet fucking time. Long? That sucks. Oof. Double whammy there. $68. Yeah. I get it back. I want that 70 ball. All right. So that signal was correct. Back to back corrects. Okay. So when it's choppy, it does tend to get it okay, which is this one right here. New signal time. Okay. I'm going to take the opposite side of this one again at noon. Short. Every time I try to move my stop. Okay. Okay, it wasn't great, but I get what I was trying to do there. Just don't know how we got that mix up. All right. That was a lucky trade there. All right. 1201 signal. I mean, it's gone now. I can't long here. Okay, stop. Good trade there. 69%. Hmm. Two. Short. What kind of fill is that? That's just horrendous. Oh, that's the most unfair fill I've ever seen. What? We're gonna get stopped out of this one, I think. Yeah. Damn, that's so unfortunate. So again, when it's choppy, it gets it right. So it was right here, it was right there, it was right there. New signal. This is where we get a trend. We're gonna take the opposite. Let's see. Long. 3 in a row. 3 in a row. All right, we got 3 more trades. Let's take them and get out of here. We're at 70%. We traded back to the mean a little bit. That seems about right. 67% feels about right. Get our ass torched. Past couple trades. Okay. So consolidation is good for the model. It gets it really right. It gets it right very well. Let's see. We're going to continue to invert though, just to see my own strategy. Short. Oh, man, that was a small ass win. Could have had way more. Okay. Oh, 05. Short. Okay, a couple wins in a row there. Not excited about that last one, but okay. We're at 68, 67%. What are we at? It doesn't load here in the next 10 seconds. We'll get out of here. Or we'll get out of this screen. Really appreciate you guys sticking around and watching. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Make sure you guys like the live stream, of course. Always helps. Okay, so no data showing just yet. This is extreme, just craziness. And by the way, the system got it right. If we can get the trend figured out, man, we'll be in good shape. The 06. Let's go long there. Okay, good trade there. Can I get some updates here? Let's see. That should have been our 200th trade right there. Got it right again. Damn, the choppiness, it's elite. It just doesn't know how to see trend at all. 07, these signals should not be this delayed, but we'll get that fixed. Long. Yikes. Damn, it's getting all of this really good. You're a bad signal. You're a good signal. I'm just not sure. Okay. So for whatever reason, when price looks like this, model elite. When the price looks like this, model needs to be inverted. So there has to be a way to figure that out. It needs to train on just that data, I feel like. Okay. Oh no. All right, we should be about 67%. 66. Yeah, this fits. This suits us right. This is about right. All right, we've taken 203 trades. We won 135 of them. We lost 62. Not great. Biggest win is bigger or just smaller than our biggest loss. That's nice. Ran up about 20 grand or 2 grand. Ran down 9,500. Not great at all. Trading a bunch of contracts. All right, we'll call it a day for today. Again, kind of a pullback day for us. Not the best. I think the afternoon, or not the afternoon, but the last bit of trading has been much better. We definitely increased our profitability by inverting the signals, but not all of them. When it's in here, it's really good. When it's just when it looks like this or looks like this, that's when you need to invert. So we got to figure that out. We will see. And then we'll fine tune it tonight and tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. So we'll have some more updates for tomorrow. We should be better tomorrow because now we understand a little bit more, and we'll go from there. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. But I will see y'all. Thanks for the support, and we'll be back tomorrow with hopefully better results.